finished week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Thanks.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Break. Here we go. Check.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Look out! Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's brought down. Not a lot of room to take that one back. Crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Hands it off. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
after getting knocked back to open this drive at 2nd and 12. Hits inside, it's Fuller. At the 35, he's got room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Now here's Sellers. Finds his target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Defender got caught a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Fuller. Here's a little room there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. On the move at the 30. There he goes. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut. And that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48.
Here we go. Ready.
The give. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Mateer. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
No, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Looking for room. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Runs through the tackle. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking for the edge. Runs through a tackle. Still on his feet at the 25. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, South Carolina. He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Out wide right. It's Blaylock. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. On the move, it's Blaylock. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
From the red zone, it's Avant. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Offense gets set for second down.
Here we go. Ready? 129. Go, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. Nowhere to go.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And that is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Gonna run it. It's Fuller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. The pitch. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. Right side, it's Hunt. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quick give. It's Fuller. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Sellers. Got his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Fuller. Breaks into the open. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Here's Sellers to throw. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. He's going to take off. There he goes. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Mateer. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Left side is Blaylock. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready. Bird 18.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Turns it upfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Drops back. It's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Blaylock. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down to the air. Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The Sooners will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. Snapped on 4th down. He's got it on the run. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown Sooners!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Sellers unloads to the wideout, working the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. The run inside. It's Fuller. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To the air, it's Sellers. Right side, it's Sellers. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. A run for the quarterback. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Throwing Sellers. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Rashada Downs going up top. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Wants to throw on first. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The DBs will back off a bit. Leaves it with the back. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with a look at Utah taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats. And it's the Utes in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on an 8-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They go play action with Sellers. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Sellers through the noise. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Long way to go on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Out wide right, it's Sategna. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Making the adjustment on the play. Running inside. It's Blaylock. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Go.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Gets rid of it. Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on third down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Blaylock. Driven back.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sets his feet. It's Mateer. Under pressure. Unloads in the nick of time.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the tight end. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Hansen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end now in motion. Just keeps slinging it. He wants it all. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They march 72 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, it's Fuller. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Pulls it. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the counter. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
All even here in the 3rd quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Tight end getting vertical. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense, because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Mateer. They're all over him. Right side, it's Sategna. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a space. Left side is Blaylock. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Over.
Hits inside. It's Blaylock. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown Sooners! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the point after is good. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. First down, he'll keep it. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs. They can move and run all over the place and give you so many options, is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Hunt is on its way. Making his first move. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed the lead. Quick give. It's Blaylock. All over him immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Making the adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover.
Here we go. Run.
From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fields the punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Play fake, Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Straight ahead, it's Fuller. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Some misdirection with the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. On the move. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Looks it in. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Special teams proving to be special. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Rush is on. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. At the 45, on its way. What a weapon to have a quarterback that can run like that. They finally got him out of bounds.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Ocean from the wideout. Keeps it himself. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Here's Sellers to throw. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Trying to get the edge. It's Clark. Swapped immediately.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Sellers. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Sellers through the noise. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Tuggle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
4th down, Sellers. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They give it to him again. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking for space. It's Blaylock.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And they'll take a knee on 4th down. Happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.